The air inside the Vatican palace was thick with incense and whispered secrets. Shadows clung to the marble columns, and the flicker of candlelight played across the frescoed ceilings. It was a place where alliances were forged and betrayals were whispered over golden goblets. And in the heart of it all, Lucrezia Borgia moved like a ghost, her golden hair catching the light as she passed through the maze of corridors. Lucrezia had been born into the heart of power, the daughter of Rodrigo Borgia, who would one day claim the papal throne as Alexander VI. From an early age, she was a pawn in her family's ruthless political game, a piece to be moved across the board in the pursuit of power. Her father and her brother, Cesare Borgia, were determined to carve out an empire for themselves, and Lucrezia, with her beauty and lineage, was their chosen tool. Her first marriage to Giovanni Sforza was a union of convenience, meant to solidify the Borgias' hold over the northern Italian states. But when the Sforzas became politically inconvenient, the Borgias acted swiftly. Giovanni was cast aside, his marriage to Lucrezia annulled on the grounds of impotence, a scandal that rippled through the courts of Europe. Humiliated and stripped of power, Giovanni fled, leaving Lucrezia's reputation in tatters. But if the world expected Lucrezia to break, they were mistaken. She had learned early the price of weakness in her family's world. With every whispered scandal, with every sideways glance in the papal halls, she grew stronger, her spirit tempered like fine steel. She transformed herself from a pawn into a player, learning the art of courtly intrigue and mastering the delicate dance of diplomacy. Her second marriage to Alfonso of Aragon brought her closer to power but also deeper into danger. Alfonso was a handsome, ambitious young man, and for a brief time, their union seemed to promise a genuine partnership. They had a son, Rodrigo, and for a moment, it seemed that Lucrezia might carve out a life of her own, free from her family's shadow. But Cesare had other plans. Ruthless and unpredictable, he saw his sister's husband as a threat to his own ambitions. In the summer of 1500, Alfonso was attacked on the steps of St. Peter's Basilica by a group of masked men. He survived the initial assault, but as he lay recovering in his rooms, Cesare's men struck again, this time ensuring his death. Lucrezia, who had nursed her husband and wept at his bedside, was left a widow at 20. Yet even this betrayal did not break her. She returned to her father's court, her eyes colder, her heart hardened. When her father arranged her third marriage to Alfonso d'Este, heir to the powerful Duchy of Ferrara, Lucrezia did not flinch. She understood now that her survival depended on her ability to adapt, to thrive amidst the poison and intrigue of court life. In Ferrara, she found a measure of peace. Freed from the suffocating grip of her father and brother, she blossomed as a patron of the arts, surrounding herself with poets, musicians, and painters. The dark whispers about her past followed her, but she learned to wear them like a second skin, a silent, defiant echo of the girl she had once been. As the years passed, Lucrezia's power grew. She became a beloved duchess, respected by her people and feared by her enemies. Yet, the ghosts of her past were never far behind. When her father died in 1503 and Cesare's empire crumbled soon after, Lucrezia watched from afar as the mighty Borgia dynasty collapsed, its foundations cracking beneath the weight of betrayal and blood. Lucrezia Borgia died in 1519, her legacy forever shadowed by the sins of her family. Yet, she left behind a dynasty of her own, her children destined to rule long after the Borgia name had faded into legend. In her final years, she transformed from a pawn into a queen in her own right, a woman of steel and silk, forged in the fires of her family's ambitions.